Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Glory, and welcome to my Glory Home channel. Today, guys, I have another story that I need to tell you guys. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing well. To those of you who doesn't know me, I am still your sister, your auntie, and your friend. So wherever where you are watching me from, you are welcome and thank you for watching. To those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel, please be part of my family by doing me a favor. Subscribe to my channel and share. Give me a thumbs up and comment down below. So guys, the topic of today is about my life. How I come in Saudi Arabia, and how from my village, the journey from my village to this where I am today. Guys, I was very 14 years old, going to live with my uncle in Calabar. That Calabar was our former capital city, Cross River State. Now is Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. So guys, I was very 14 when I traveled to Calabar to live with my uncle. You see, I was first of all living with my cousin. Living with my cousin for 4 months was like living with my cousin for 4 years. This was hell. It was hell. The treatment was so bad. The experience was so annoying. Anyway, to cut the long story short, when I came back that same December, it was in December that I traveled to go and live with my uncle. I came back from my cousin's house to celebrate Christmas in my village. That same Christmas, my uncle came from Calabar, and when he came, he asked my mother that I should follow him to Calabar. I was going to Calabar to take care of my cousin's daughter, while my cousin was about to start work. So the promise was that when I take care of that girl, and when the girl started working, then they will also help me going back to school, because I already finished my primary school in the village. I was hoping that when I get to Calabar, after taking care of that girl, according to the promise of my uncle, that they will send me to school. I sat and do every. At the end, something happened. When they sent me back home, and they did not send me to school, I came back to my village. Even when I went back to my village, they will see wishing me bad. Go there and get pregnant, go there and do this. I was not, I didn't mind, because for me, I was young, and I could not talk back on them, and it is not my culture to talk back on elders. I just keep my mouth shut, because I wish myself good, because the only thing that I was saying in my mind, not that I say it out, I was saying that I know that God is the one that know everybody's life. God that created us, and will not allow anything bad to happen to us. Well, me that I'm going back to the village, I wish myself well, that God will help me. So I went back to my village, to my father's house, where they collected everything, because something happened while I left Calabar back to my village. It was something that happened, and what happened was that I was dupe. I was dupe of 250 naira. You know, 250 naira at that time was a very big amount of money, just like somebody is taking 250,000 from you. 250 naira was a very big amount of money, and I wouldn't blame them, because it was my fault, and I was young. I didn't understand. All these dupers, they will come as they are preaching, like they are Jehovah's Witness, preaching for you. Before you know, when they touch you, something will happen. So I was duped. That was how I was duped. So They collected that money from me. So I went back to my village. When they sent me back to the village, they took every of my belongings, all the clothes that I had. They took it all. I came back to the village, hoping that praying. I was going to church, learning how to read. Because when I left school, I was too young. I didn't even know how to read. So I came back to the village not knowing how to read also, because I was hoping that when I get there, they would send me to school. But when they didn't send me to school, when I came back to the village, when I didn't know how to read, I just have to go back. There is in the church, they call it church Sunday school. They will teach you how to read some word in our language, and you read and write. That was how I know how to read my language, not English. Okay. When I came to Lagos, I was with my cousin, or another cousin of mine, living with her. I came to Lagos, I was working, and nobody ever paid me. During when I was staying with my cousin, never I work, they pay me. Never. Everywhere I go to work, I will work maybe 4 months, 6 months, they will not pay me. Until one day, God sent a helper from heaven to come and help me. And that lady was like just, maybe, let's say she was just 3 years older than me. If she was not 2 years older than me, she was just my mate like that. She's just older than me for some years, but she more wiser than me. I was coming from the village. She was so wiser than me. She know better than me. She owned a restaurant where I went to work with her. Though she didn't pay me, but I was very happy. That is where I met my husband also. My husband came and helped me. He was not a husband at that time. He was just a boyfriend of a thing. So he came, he said, he will help me. And he actually helped me. He helped me and gave me another job that was even better than the one that I was doing before. I went and do it, and they will pay me 300 naira. And that 300 naira was helping me a lot. I even buy wrapper and send to my mother, buy wrapper and send to my father. I buy things and send to my parents. I was very happy. I made that money was very big amount of money. 300 naira was not a joke. It's a very big amount of money. Just like somebody is giving you the 300,000. Very nice. Big amount of money. So that is, I was very happy working in that place until one day something happened. Because he's my husband today. He was my boyfriend then. I was very young and I didn't even know what is the meaning of boyfriend. As a village girl, as you will know, I act stupidity, act foolishly. If I see him on the road, they will say, my wife. I say, I warned you. Next time, if you try it, you'll see me. Don't ever call me your wife, like a village things like that. One day, he came and said, there's a place we will need to travel. I said, travel to where? He said, we are going out of the country. I said, which country out of the country? You are who? I beg, I'm not going anywhere. He was serious. So I said, okay, since you are serious, then we go to the village and go and tell my father, because I cannot just leave Lagos and without them knowing where I am. Let me go back to the village. I took his picture and traveled to my village. When I get here, my father said, me looking at this person, even in the picture, I know he's a very good person. Go and try your luck. So that's how I came to Saudi Arabia. I stayed 2 years and go back to my village. Oh my goodness, come and see happiness. I do a lot of things for my family. I buy a lot of things for my brothers and sisters. They will, oh my God, people came to our house. I was like a princess. So in this life, if you want to have something, just have to be patient and work hard. Because if you work hard, you will have what you want. If you are lazy, you will not get anything. Laziness doesn't pay. Laziness does not pay anybody. And patience is the key of every success. If you are patient, you will get to what you want. So that is how I came to this country. And in this country, I am happy. Even if it is an Arab country, I'm happy. I live in this country and I'm happy. Nothing happened to me, because when you are in a room, you have to act like a Roma. When you are in a country that is not of your own, you have to behave and follow the law. If you act anyhow, that's where you will see problem. But if you act according to how follow the rules, nothing will happen to you. So guys, that is part of my story. I'm still going to give you guys more and more is coming. I have a lot of story to tell you. Even when I was living with, to go back to the back again, when I was living with that my uncle, they didn't send me to school. They didn't even send me to go and learn the work. But when I left them, another girl that that will come to stay with them, they let that girl go to school, and when the girl come back from school, we go and learn tailoring. You see? But for me, because my mother could not say anything because we were eating from my uncle farm. My mother was scared that if he say anything, my uncle will collect the palm tree farm from us, because that is where we were feeding from. So that is why my mother could not say anything, could not even say a word. And that man was my mother's elder brother. We would not say anything. But anyway, to cut the long story short, God has helped me. Here I am today. I am happy. I am happy. I'm not looking for clothes. I am not looking for anything. I have enough shoes. I have enough clothes. I have everything. And apart from that, I have my handsome son. I have my husband. To God be the glory. I am happy. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and share. God will bless you. See you next time on my next video. Bye.